Good evening and ahoy mateys, my name is Nautical Nathan, welcome to the Feel Good Friday News. Unfortunately, my co-anchor Mitch is out tonight with a cold, so if you could keep him in your thoughts and prayers, that'd be great. Now, let's get into it. This weekend, a group of fishermen couldn't believe what they saw 6 miles out. A deer trying to keep his head above water.
Well, this is pretty unbelievable.
Have you ever seen?
No.
Thankfully, he was rescued due to an unordinary rescue attempt. Rob Curdy and his buddies were on their way back from shark fishing when they saw this 6 miles offshore.
And here's a freaking buck swimming out in Long Island Sound.
When they checked it out, they didn't think the deer was going to be able to survive much longer in the cold water.
See, it's shivering. It's barely staying afloat. It's kind of just going in circles.
So, they took a shot at saving him.
All right, buddy. You're all right.
He actually got a piece of rope and was able to stick the rope around the antlers real gently and corral the deer towards the boat. We used one of the boat cleats to tie it to and make sure that he was comfortable and we weren't pulling on him too hard.
They weren't sure how close the boat could get to shore, and the deer wasn't able to swim anymore, so Curdy put on a life vest and swam the deer to shore.
It's a life, and I'm not just going to let him drown. You know, he was out in the middle of nowhere, kind of shivering, freezing, so we all kind of just said we can't let it drown. It was just the right thing to do.
Come on, come on. Oh, there you go, baby.
Thankfully, neighbors got some blankets, and after about 3 hours, the deer was able to get up on its own and walked off. This is one story that the fishermen were happy to let the big one get away.
You're never going to believe what we caught shark fishing, that no one's going to believe this story, that it's a true fisherman's story.
It's just so weird to me that someone would take time out of their day to save an animal that was just swimming in the water. I know there'd be a lot of people that would just maybe let it drown and then go collect it for meat afterwards. I don't know. It'd be pretty messed up. But I do know that it was just a very selfless thing that these guys did. That they were just able to save this animal's life and let it go live the rest of its life. Because if it were just up to nature, that deer wouldn't still be here. But due to human intervention, that deer is, and thankfully, that guy's got a great story to tell. As you can see here, there's a little girl dressed up for a tea party. And with her, a man dressed in blue, an officer by the name of Patrick Ray.
We're best friends, right?
This friendship began just a year ago, all thanks to a rescue. She had swallowed a coin, and Officer Ray's body cam was recording as he was able to help her breathe again.
It was the most beautiful sound I had ever heard in my entire life.
Did he save your life?
Yes, he did.
Her mother never wants her to forget.
This is a day that I will celebrate because I have her.
She hired a professional photographer to capture the moment of her almost 3-year-old daughter and her favorite police officer.
Or whenever I do ask my children, what do you want to pray for? Bexley always says Officer P. Ray.
Bexley's brother also prays for Officer Ray.
The night of the Dallas shootings, he asked me if Officer P. Ray was okay. I wasn't ready for that question from my 5-year-old.
With the amount of negativity directed at the police, Tammy hopes that these pictures show how she sees them.
I want people to have an image of the sweeter side.
Corporal Ray expects some teasing.
I'm sure I'll probably end up getting a tea set or something.
He says he doesn't mind at all.
I can watch her get married. I can watch her have a family. She could have lost her life that day, and I got super lucky.
Now, I promise I'm not trying to get political at all with this story. I just saw the story and it really warmed my heart to know that it doesn't matter that it's a police officer, a man saved a girl that he had no connection to, and he saved her from choking when nobody else was around. So just that she still remembers that for her being as young as she was, and now that that's her favorite police officer, that's great. Now, just as there are bad people, there are going to be bad police officers. But I don't think we should think all people are terrible, and the same, I don't think we should think all police officers are terrible. It's just how it is. If you were to think that way, the world would be a much more negative place. But I'm here to bring you the positive news. As we said before, if you have any stories of your own, positive news stories, we'd like to put it on here. As you guys could see earlier, I had my 1-year anniversary, so that's some positive news for me and my wife. I'm just trying to shed a positive light in this world of negativity, especially in the news. The news decides to report on a lot of negative things because that's what makes people watch, but I want to warm your hearts with a positive news story every other Friday. Have a good weekend, everybody, and we'll see you on Tuesday. So, thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you like this video, then I want you to jump out a boat and crash that boat right in the like button. And remember to always keep smiling. And I will see you in the next video. God bless. See ya! Staff was unsure if Mojo would remember his rescuer, but the moment he sees his face, it's endless kisses.
That was so cute, I started lactating.
That's a seriously cute puppy, though.
That really is. It's adorable.
Yeah, if you don't know what the bait dogs are,
I didn't realize until Nathan explained to me.
yeah, so bait dogs are when